The Linking Learning project gives us the opportunity to really help our parent community and the wider community to recognise the value of education, and that really starts with early childhood.
And that means that we need to bring all the stakeholders on board, which includes families, community service organisations, schools and others, in order to be able to have a consistent approach across the delivery of literacy within the community.
Oral literacy is very important for children. It's how you talk to people, it's how you engage with people, and you have to start when you're a child. You must start when you're a child.
So we want children to have been exposed to a range of different books, different texts, and the opportunity that they've had where they've been brought together as in that bonding experience, so that they equate reading with enjoyment, reading with knowledge, reading with socialisation.
It is the basis for all their learning, for numeracy, for science. They need to be literate to be able to learn those other subjects, and we know that if children do have the best start in life and are linked up through those early years and into primary school, they will have much better outcomes.
Literacy is one of the most beautiful ways families can sit down as a unit and communicate with each other. It just opens up dialogue that doesn't normally happen on a busy day-to-day schedule. But then you take it to another level. Literacy, it's a tool, it's a learning tool for life.
Loves it, absolutely loves it. One of the first things that she learnt to do was turn the pages of a book. Absolutely loves it, don't you, Squeaky? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the exciting thing about the possibilities, it's actually going to link 0 to 12, and maybe for the first time that people across those age groups will be able to understand how it all fits together, and by knowing how it all fits together we'll be able to assist in that progress and accelerate children's learning.
What I like about it personally is that it's looking forward. Not only is it just that transition from an early years service to school, but it's what does that look like in grade 3 for that child, and in grade 5. Have a history of that child as they come through our services and have that holistic approach to their education.
And the ideal vision would be that we've got people cooperating right across the board that knows what each other's doing. So we've got a consistent approach that's happening across all the stakeholders to deliver those outcomes to kids. We want good foundations for those kids before they get to school.
Look, families are critical to the outcomes of their children. So as their first and foremost teacher, the impact in particular a mother can make on oral language and language development is absolutely critical.
But I think it's important to just, in your everyday situations, just try and bring literacy into it, whether you're going around the shops and looking for a letter A, or in everyday situations around the home and when you're out with people.
We need to strengthen those relationships. We need to strengthen the understanding of how important the relationships are with those families and what input we can have into the families at a very young age in preparation for their future literacy learning.
So there's a lot of research around at the moment in regards to parent engagement and the importance of parent engagement. And so at the playgroup we look at setting up those foundations and acknowledging and validating that parents are the first educators of their children.
So if they come with great language skills as a starting base at school, then we can really move those children on and hope to expect great outcomes, whether that be through the formal testing we do, whether it be NAPLAN results, but just it gives them a really solid grounding for everything they do at school and makes them feel confident learners.